The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 30.
Give him 30 yards there.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Isaiah.
What we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Off the option, here's Henry. And we'll take this one down to about the 4. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
180. 180. Headshot. Hey, middle.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now it's Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 40 yards. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points.
Raiders 10, Ravens 8.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just set up for 3 and 7 in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. They get 7 out of 8, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's not quibbling about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Gino. Well, quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Throwing is Johnson. Now he's going to step up and run. Got a man down the field. It's Bateman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 29.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out in the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
2nd and 10.
No, we take.
Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
That's good.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To throw again is Jackson. Now running. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malcolm Kuntz. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
At the 46-yard line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey.
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought in at the 48-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
3rd down and 13.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Sit on. 180. Middle.
Here's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 48 yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point laid down in the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
Ravens 15, Raiders 10. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
That's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And this one is incomplete.
Intended for Tyler.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Ball incomplete to Trey Tucker. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Las Vegas.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it in double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Smith. They'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Throwing again is Smith. And too much juice. He'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Smith. And it's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up and knocks it right down Main Street.
Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Jackson going to keep it. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing. Right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's to the 15. He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, 54 yards. And the Raiders have retaken a third quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Raiders 20.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las
Following the
Vegas.
touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Jackson going to keep it. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 20. That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Yo. Sit up.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
Ravens 21. Raiders 20. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Gino going to hand it to Ginty. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Right back to Ginty on first down. Oh, that one well designed as we'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled pushing that first down.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
They'll try the air now with Smith. From the left side, complete. That's Tucker. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. This is Thomas.
And he's going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll try and set up the screen to Ginty.
He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Mostert is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of the good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, we go.
Now Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
3rd down and goal.
for the lead. Here's third and goal.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Bowers. Touchdown.
Brock Bowers.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because you had the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point
Gino's going to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Ravens 21.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? Open receiver, ball's put on them, 2 points for them.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Now Ali going to take it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Jackson now.
Open man, that's Henry.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of
Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 in the first.
With the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
Now Jackson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
DC,
they'll come up first and 10 here.
180.
Jackson to throw.
He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Well, the Ravens are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the sort of routes.
And he can't get the throw away. He's taken down.
Isaiah put him out.
A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down.
Jackson.
Quick throw here, that's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey, middle. Go ahead.
Now Jackson.
It's caught. They've got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
29. Raiders 28. Tyler Luke to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Dangerous return man showing it here. Good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
They will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Touchdown, Ravens.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's Collins on 5. He gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
So
they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And we'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground and most it. Across midfield. He's on his way.
And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a play in the catch.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
Bateman's got it on the crossing route here.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
26 yards.
Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Jackson to throw.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
That's another.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 39
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
Now he'll take this and run. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout.
Loss on the play.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Jackson going to keep it.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things in.